Pisces, do you know how strong you are? Do you know how much courage you have? Do you know the ways in which your strength shows up for you in your life? Spirit has come through with a beautiful message for you. I got some stuff here that I channeled, and I'm really excited because Spirit spoke in full sentences. Usually I just get, one word or a phrase or some images, but this is like direct message to you from your guides, from Spirit, from your higher self. And this message is really for your heart and for your soul. And so I'll read that to you in a second. The cards I got here are also showing me that you have so much support around you. There is someone, I'm hearing a mirror sister. I got mystical sister as a card, but I'm hearing mirror sister that is around you, maybe in the spirit realm or maybe in your day-to-day life, or this could be someone you haven't met yet, but there is somebody here who is supporting you. You've been bonded together by a particular event that you've been through. I'm hearing in the womb. Oh, for some of you, this could be a twin. I'm not sure. Or maybe you were born to different mothers, but you had some kind of cosmic connection. I don't know. Okay, this is just what I'm getting. Take it or leave it. If you don't like it, maybe it's not your reading. And then I got that you are protected by this mystical sister, this mirror sister, but also there's something about your strength that Spirit really wants to talk to you about. Because you could be at a time where you're doubting yourself or you're feeling your energy wax and wane. So sometimes you feel very bold, powerful, solid, stable. I'm seeing someone here as like a matriarch or a patriarch of a family, just holding it all down, really, making sure everything is okay for the children, for the animals, for the friends, for the family, just kind of holding all the energy still. And you could feel like it's getting to be too much, okay? And Spirit wants you to know that you have support and that you don't always have to hold everything up by yourself, which gets me to this image that I did see, which is a boathouse. I saw this earlier today, actually. It was maybe in Malaysia, I feel like. I want to say Malaysia. Okay, so a boathouse. It was this beautiful blue boathouse. There were decorations inside, some decorative plates, some fans, some incense. Maybe it's a little bit of a temple. People were coming and going through this boathouse, and it was standing, of course, on these long pillars, these long legs that reached deep into the ocean, deep into the ocean's floor. And Spirit was showing me that you are these pillars. You are these legs that are holding up this beautiful house, this beautiful home. You could take this as a metaphor. Maybe it's actual. And it's like people are coming and going and perhaps not recognizing how significant your energy is to the well-being of all. Perhaps you don't even realize how significant your energy is to the well-being of all. Because I feel like for some of you, this wood, these legs, these poles that are holding up the boathouse are, well, they're beginning to get weathered by the water. They're beginning to weaken a little bit. And there's almost like some kind of action Spirit wants you to take. I don't know what it is yet, but instead of taking this action, you're kind of just like, no, it will hold. Everything will hold in place. I can just keep holding it, and I don't need anybody to tell me I'm doing a good job, and I don't need anybody to even notice what I'm doing. I can just do it. I'm that strong. And Spirit's like, yes, but we don't want to see you collapse under the pressure of providing compassion and care for others. Okay, so then the card Kelp came out, which I thought was fantastic, a fantastic confirmation, because this is from the Oracle Dirt Gems, which is all about plants and flowers, and I wasn't really expecting to see an underwater plant, but this just confirmed the message to me about you being this structure underwater while these people are on the surface kind of just enjoying themselves. And this card talks about being deeply connected to the universe and the universal language of movement and flow. And if we witness or think about the way in which a kelp moves with the ocean's tides and the fish that move around it and so forth, there's a certain kind of energetic dance that the kelp does that communicates a lot of meaning about being grounded. Okay, so what does that mean? You need to move something. Maybe you need to move, actually, if you've been thinking about it. But you need to move maybe your body, because you're really holding this structure. And there's something about the universal language of divine wisdom that wants to flow through you in a heightened way, but it requires your actual flow and movement. And this flow and movement of yours is in relation to the movements of others around you. So perhaps get lost in a crowd, go out somewhere in public, and just let the crowd move you. Like, there's something about that kind of flow. Or go swimming in the ocean if you can, and just like sit in the water and let the waves kind of move you. There's something about that that's very significant. Or the wind, let the wind move you. There's some kind of movement that wants to flow through you that will be helpful for you to feel a burden lift and a weight lift from you. Okay, and then I got this card 55, Borage. And what I was getting from this card, again, is this feeling of like flow and movement. And again, we have something above the surface and below the surface. And I feel like your intentions for holding a certain weight or structure or trying to sustain something is coming from a very beautiful, admirable, loving place. But first we need to take care of ourselves. Okay, and that requires unsticking from a sticky situation. Okay, so I don't know what all these messages are getting at, but you should know what this relates to in your life. And if you don't, maybe more information will come through. So we also got Saturn and the Golden Rose. Saturn is a heavy, dense energy. I just talked to Scoprio about this, so maybe it's working through the water signs, this Saturn iron-like heavy energy. There could be a Capricorn of significance, or maybe Capricorn in your chart is playing a role. But Saturn is like a restrictive energy. Saturn teaches us a lot of lessons. There's also a lesson here for you about doing something out of time, meaning that it's time for you to let go, maybe. It doesn't feel like that's the right word, though. It's not let go. Let loose, maybe, or yes, that's it. It's like let, what's the right word? Like, let the bend be felt by others. So you're this pillar of strength, and it's getting to be a lot, and like you're starting to warp a little, like metaphorically, you know, the wood in the water. It's starting to warp a little. It's starting to like weaken, and things are shifting underneath the water. And I feel like Spirit is saying here, rather than acting like that's not happening and trying to hold everything stable for everyone else, it's like, let the bend happen, and let the people that are enjoying your support on the surface kind of feel suddenly off kilter, like, whoa, what's happening? The boathouse is moving a little bit, plates falling down, like, what's going on? Oh yeah, there's legs that are holding us up. Oh yeah, Pisces is down there supporting us all. Maybe there's something going on with Pisces. It's like people need to be aware of what's going on with you. And I don't feel like you need to verbally say anything, although some of you could. It's not that you shouldn't, you can. But I feel like even you just not holding that the way you're holding it, holding that solid structure or support the way that you are, will bring an awareness to those around you about your role and how much you are doing, and that you need a little bit of relief at this time. Okay, some of you need a little bit of a break. A few days off, okay? A solo trip, time with a good friend. Yeah, and I feel like this is what is being sacrificed as you continue to hold this structure in place. It's your connection with this mystical sister. And maybe it's sis-star, like a star in the sky, okay? Maybe there's a cosmic connection that you need to develop. But again, it could be a friend, it could be anybody or anything. But this sister, this mystical sister, is going to mirror back to you your own strength. There's something about this energy's vibration that makes you feel like you are not alone. And I think that's really important for you to know and feel right now. Okay, let's get into the cards. Oh no, we're gonna read this. So I also got that your rebellious nature is going to be rewarded. Now, all of this message doesn't sound too rebellious to me, but maybe this is where you allow the bend to happen, and that's what's going to be rewarded. Something you're going to rebel against is going to be rewarded, okay? Because you can't hold this Saturnian energy of just like restricting yourself and not allowing yourself to flow in the cosmic waters of heightened intuition, love, and compassion for yourself. Yeah, so there's something you're going to be rewarded with. And then I heard Quicksilver. So maybe something about you'll receive some kind of communication from your higher self, or maybe just in general about something you've been waiting for. A market, what? A market? I don't know, I'm hearing something like market interest rate. Sounds very specific. Market value. I don't know, maybe there's something you need to know about money or where to put your money at this time. Okay, so the messages that I got that I really love, Pisces, for you is when you think you've had enough and can't keep going, you always find your way through. This time is no different. Look to the light within your heart and know that it is a flame that cannot be extinguished by another. So know that there is nobody and nothing in this world other than yourself who can extinguish your own flame, your own light, your own passion, your own connection to source. Nobody and nothing, okay, Pisces? So some of you might be thinking that someone has some hold over you or some control or power or is energetically influencing you. No, I'm like seeing like this action. No. Like cut that thought right off. Cut that thought. That's how you cut a cord. You cut the thought. You say no to that thought. I am all powerful. I am divinely guided. I am connected. So, you know, remember all of that. 1313 I just saw. Okay, this is part of a karmic lesson of yours, is to keep coming back to that sense of nobody and nothing has any say over my internal light and how long and how bright and what I want to do with that light, how long and how bright that light is and what I want to do with it. Okay, and what light I want to connect with in another. Okay, so you just need to know that, and don't give any energy to others who are trying to convince you otherwise. Don't try to argue with someone that you are protected or that they can't affect you, etc., because in arguing with them, that's exactly what they're doing, is they're affecting you. So just say no to yourself and let it be. Okay? Yes. Okay, so let's get the cards out for you and see what else Spirit wants to say, Pisces. I'm going to see what energies are supporting you as well as what energies are challenging you at this time. Oh, I didn't even notice this until now. There's that flame. And I got these messages before I pulled out these cards. Look to the light within your heart and know that it is a flame that cannot be extinguished by another. So I feel like this mystical sister of yours, whoever, whatever that is, will remind you of this. They love you. and your strength, but they will never ask you to take on more than what you should. This just flipped over. Sanctuary, healing, empathy, accepting, seek. It's got all these words on it. Peace, connect. Interesting. Look at all this stuff. All this beautiful stuff that is going on inside of you. Sanctuary. But see, this is what I feel. I feel like this boathouse that I'm seeing is somebody else's sanctuary, or like you're providing a sanctuary. I'm seeing the word low, L-O-W. You're providing some kind of sanctuary for someone. And what about your own sanctuary? Okay, let's see the energy supporting Pisces. Bear spirit and believe. Ooh, I like these cards. Bear spirit is giving me some strong energy here. Believe in the impossible, Pisces. Believe that there's someone looking out for you too. There is. Maybe they don't tell you. Maybe you don't know. Maybe they're in spirit. I don't know. But there is someone looking out for you. I'm definitely seeing you as the bear spirit. And it's like, here's the mystical sister, the other person. And it's like, they're watching you. And here you are as mother bear, father bear, whatever, right? But it's like you're the protector. And somebody is watching you, protecting you. Do you see what I'm saying? Believe, bear spirit. Let's just look this bear spirit up. Let's see, bear. And the bear hibernates. Can I speak today? So again, it's like this being hidden factor underneath the water. People can't see what it is that you're doing and your strength. Associated with qualities such as strength, courage, protection, wisdom, symbol of fertility and abundance, representing the cycles of life and the connection between humans and the natural world. Yes, there's something about your connection to the natural world with this whole kelp talk and the cosmic language of the universe. So there's something here where you need to connect back to the natural world. I don't know, maybe you need to go out in nature, or you need to eat more whole foods. I don't know, the natural world. Go camping. Anything else here? When bear as a spirit animal comes to stand beside you, there's the assurance of renewed power and courage. Whatever adversity you face, bear holds you firm and protected. I'm telling you. Okay. Let's just get that out of the way so I don't get distracted. Okay, let's see. The energy's challenging Pisces spirit. We got a lot. We got a lot. Let's see. Energy, acts of kindness. That's what I'm saying. It's like you're holding everybody up from a beautiful, loving place. It's an act of kindness. I get it. The lovers and death in reverse. Yeah. It's like you've made a vow, you've made a promise, maybe to yourself or maybe to someone else, like this is your role and this is what you'll do. And the challenge is like, you can amend that contract, you can amend that role, you can tear up that contract, you can revise it, you can rewrite a new one. Like you don't have to, I'm hearing suffocate yourself. Interesting. You don't have to subject yourself to this contract anymore if you don't want to, where you're putting out way too much energy through various acts of kindness to the point where it's become unkind to yourself. And let me tell you, Pisces, that is not good karmically for you. Sometimes we think that good karma, or cultivating good karma in our life, means that we're super generous, we're super giving, we're there for everyone, we're doing all this stuff, and at the end of the day we're just depleted and we're like, oh my god, I have no time for myself, I feel like shit, I'm drained, I don't know what's happening in my life, but at least I'm there for everyone else and that's good karma for me. No, that's wrong. That's absolutely not what happens. Karma is about keeping things in balance. So that act there of doing everything for everyone else but not yourself is creating an imbalance. And because that you've created that imbalance, there will be karmic, effects because of that. That force you to go back into balance with yourself, or ask you to. It's your choice whether you want to or not. So, I know somebody who constantly is giving, even to the detriment of themselves. They don't always see it that way. Sometimes they do recognize that they're doing something a little bit over the top when they shouldn't. And they say to me, well, it's good karma. And I constantly have to remind them, like, no, that's not good karma, because you're hurting yourself. You're letting someone take priority and use up your own energy reserves. You are meant to create something here for yourself. Okay, so that's for some of you. Some of you already know this, but some of you don't. So let's get into the tarot and see what else comes through for you, Pisces. This golden rose, I'm seeing Mel on it. Maybe that's a name for someone. Todd. Okay. I'm hearing something like, oh, isn't that from that's from Game of Thrones, right? Game of Thrones. Targaryen? Who was that? I don't know why that's coming through. I don't know. Who's the Targaryen people? Okay, let's see. Maybe that means something for someone. For Pisces, Spirit. For Pisces, or whoever's tuning in, wherever Pisces is in your chart, Spirit wants me to shuffle these cards just a little bit longer than usual. What are you thinking right now? How much you have to do? What food you're eating? What are you thinking, Pisces? Where do you want to go next? I don't know what this is all about, but Spirit's getting me to just pause here a little bit for some reflection. Spirit's wanting you to reflect at this moment, because there's been a lot of information already that came through. Some of you need to take care of your hands. Okay, 3 more. Page of Pentacles. Just keep that off to the side. Maybe it's time to learn something new, Pisces. Oh, I've got some hesitation here. Okay, let's see what we get. I'm actually going to put these face down so we can see them together. The bottom, we have Judgment, part of an awakening. Beautiful. Again, this looks like the kelp to me. It looks like those boathouse legs reaching up, maybe for some kind of acknowledgement here. Spirit sees you. Okay. I think my little Pisces pixel, my cat, is at the door. Okay. Let's see. 6 of Cups for your overall energy. So this is a card of nostalgia. Thinking about better times. Or I feel like this is actually you reflecting on the different paths in life that you chose and that you didn't choose. What are you thinking about when it comes to this? What is this? Wish. Yeah, some of you could be wishing that you chose a different path or that you had pursued something. It's never too late, even though you want to convince yourself and your ego mind will tell you all these things about why something's too late. It's not. Okay, there's some kind of childhood hope or wish or dream that really wants to come up to the surface, but you can't fulfill it. The golden rose, you can't fulfill this until you release some of this weight and some of this pressure and responsibility that you've put on yourself or others have put on you. So let's see what you don't see coming. We have the King of Wands. Let's see, what is this about? The Wheel of Fortune. It did come out in reverse. Let's find out a little bit more about this King of Wands. Who and what is this King of Wands about? What is this about? The Fool and the Four of Swords. Let me just confirm one thing. Yeah. Okay, so I was asking, is this somebody that you know or is it you? And I got the Three of Cups, which is a card of reunion. So I feel like this doesn't have to be for all of you. We also have the Three of Wands here. You could have seen this coming in a vision, in a dream, or a premonition of yours. But there's somebody here who has had a new thought about what it is they want to do or where it is they want to go. They've been trying to work through something at some level. And I feel like now they're taking some kind of action towards you. This is part of an older cycle, though. It's like this person has stepped into a new cycle themselves. And maybe they believe that you're a part of it or you should play some kind of role in it. But for you, it's not a new cycle. It's an old one. I don't know what your relationship with this person is, or maybe it's work, friends, I don't know, love. But let's see, what is the deal here? Seven of Cups in reverse. I feel like you've gained some clarity actually on this situation already. And so what are they coming back to do here? The Magician. Ooh. They're trying to create something with you, Pisces. For those of you, okay, there's a few messages here. So you're really going to have to take what works for you. And if it doesn't work for you or makes you upset, you don't want to hear it or you don't like it, just don't take it. Just don't take it. It's not for you then. That's cool. But for some of you, you could have been wishing here for some kind of reconnection with someone. And I feel like in this current energy, in this moment, they're ready to take action. But Spirit's showing me with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse that this isn't really progress for you. It's progress for them, though, as they see it. Tell me more about this and the intentions here. They want to tell you something, like a new thought I keep getting. They've had a new thought about something. Okay, let's keep going. I don't know. I feel like this is a lot has come out here already about this person. And they kind of came out of nowhere. I want to know, are they in the boathouse that you're holding up or are they somebody else? Knight of Swords. I don't feel like they're part of the structure that you're holding up. This actually feels like somebody coming in who maybe doesn't care about what you're trying to do here with your life. What, you know, and the people in it. Okay, let's move forward. Are you okay to do that, Pisces? Let's move forward. Okay, we'll get one more. And we'll see what else comes through about this. We have the Two of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this person really wants to... I know this is a cliche tarot message. I get it. I 100% get it. But I'm seeing it in the cards and I'm feeling it intuitively. And your guides, Spirit, obviously wants you to know about this. We're going to find out why, but this person has something to say either about your current endeavors and connections, or they want to create something with you. And I don't feel like this is your mystical sister. Is it? No, it can't be. Is it? Hold on a second. So where's this feeling coming from? Spirit's showing me that... Hold on a second. I don't know. That feels weird. Give me 1 second, Pisces. Let me figure this out here. Why do I have this gut feeling then? Nature and healing herbs. Something about your connection to nature again, but what's up with this person and my intuition? Okay, Pisces, there's somebody here who has played a large role in your life and could possibly continue to play a large role in your life, but there's something about their energy that interferes with your creativity and your imagination, your intuition, your ability to reconnect with nature. I don't know how they do this, but it seems to be through their words and their ideas. For some of you, this is your mirror sister or your mystical sister. For some of you, it could be a love connection as well. And they are kind of a counterpoint to you, mirroring your own strength, maybe because in the connection there's some adversity and you generally have to stand up for yourself, and every time you do, you realize your own strength. That said, it is a cycle that has already been, and I feel like it's your choice whether you want to go through this cycle again or not. So I'm just going to leave it there, because there's something about this that is making me feel uncomfortable. I just have to say it. Yeah. Okay, so let's see the opportunity. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. This is a card of individuality and independence and being alone. And I feel like the opportunity is to explore this time in your life by yourself, roll solo, reconnect with nature, connect with friends. But like in terms of like romance and love and connection, I feel like this person creates a little bit of energetic stagnation, or your gifts can't come through in the same way that they do without them around. For others of you, this could be a sister or a friend or somebody like that who interferes with your energy because they put too much weight on you to support them. And you're going to have to find a way to have some boundaries or say no to this repeating cycle, and to believe that you are protected and guided as you say no. And remember what I told you about karma. When you think you've had enough and can't keep going, you always find your way through. This time is no different. Okay, so trust yourself here with the 9 of Pentacles. This is your opportunity, is to sustain yourself, to be confident in your independence, and that you don't need to support anyone to validate your own strength to yourself. And you don't need to give away more than you have to give to appease or please somebody else. I don't know. I'm going to do an extended, and in the extended reading, I go layer deeper into this whole message. And in the extended, I'm going to go a little bit further into who this is and all of that stuff, because there's a big chunk here. And I feel like if I go into this more right now, it's going to overshadow some of the other messages that Spirit wants to come through here about the golden rose and about what's coming up for you. Okay, so let's keep going. Your challenge is the 6 of Wands, victory. Victory. Let's see. Why is this a challenge? Do you believe that you deserve a victory? What does victory even look like to you? What would it mean to be victorious? If someone said, Pisces, you're victorious, how does that feel? What would it feel like to you? We have clairsentience. Yeah, it was in reverse. What would it feel like to you? I feel as though some of you need to connect to the frequency, energy, and thought form of victory. Find out what it feels like to you. When was the last time you felt victorious? And like literally, how did it feel in your body? Because if you can remember that and recall that, you can connect with that energy and that frequency again. You're tired a little bit here, and I feel like it's hard to feel victorious in this situation when you feel so weighted down, or just in general. Angels. Yeah, and it's also coming out in reverse. Perhaps you don't feel guided, connected, supported. You are. But I feel like there's something that wants to come through for you. Creatively, psychically, offering you more flow in your life. And well, let's see the advice. 6 of Pentacles, and you need to come back into balance. Yeah, you need to allow something to bend so others can feel like you're not this pillar of strength for all of eternity for everyone else, and you don't need any care and love, and who cares about Pisces? They're holding it down. No, you do need care and love, and you do need acknowledgement. Even though you're saying, no, I don't. Perhaps you don't overall, but when you're acknowledging others, it would be nice to be acknowledged back, because that's a balance and that's karma. Okay, so there's something here in your advice about like equal give and take. If it doesn't feel like equal give and take, then you need to take action to release yourself from that contract. And there's somebody here, like I was saying, who's coming in with a lot of energy. And I feel like kind of some demands with the Knight of Swords and the Magician, 2 of Cups. Like they're kind of demanding of your energy. And I feel like Spirit's saying, really tap in and tune into what you want. Leadership. Ooh, I love it. And be the leader of your own life. Don't let anybody else lead you. Okay? And especially because they're coming out of the king as the King of Wands. The kelp, you know, you could feel like you are going back and forth, that you don't have a lot of direction in your life, but that's just your flow. Your mutable water. Okay, that's just your flow. It's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. That's with how you connect. I mean, you will have direction in your life, but it's like Spirit's saying, don't allow someone else to come in and dictate what you're supposed to do next. Maybe this is psychic mediums, or maybe this is your mother. I don't know, but like, or a partner. Don't allow them to dictate to you, Pisces, this is what's good for you. This is what you should do. That's the best course of action. If you don't intuitively connect with that and feel that in your heart, or it starts to get heavy on you and weighs you down, it's not for you. One more for advice for Pisces. Protection. Again, this is like a key theme in your reading, that you are so protected. Aw, I love how it's cats here. Maybe you have a special connection to cats. The dark and the light, the conscious mind, the subconscious, the shadow, the higher self, like that's the balance that you've cultivated already in your life. You know how to balance those energies. So just remind yourself of that. And I feel like the way she's looking here, it's like she's looking back at something that she's leaving behind. This is a big, big message here, to know how protected, strong, and supported you are as you leave something behind. Because I'm sensing over and over again that like you don't want to disappoint, or you don't want to let somebody down, or you feel like maybe there's even going to be some repercussions if you take care of yourself first and foremost. But there's no need to worry about that, or worrying about that is not the best place to put your energy right now. What's going to manifest in the next 3 months for you? Queen of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles that came out in the beginning. Beautiful. So this is you learning about your self-worth, about your value. We're going from the Nine of Pentacles here in your opportunity to the Queen of Pentacles. This is feeling solid, stable, and secure, while also allowing yourself to grow and shift into the energies that you feel pulled and guided to shift into. So the Queen of Pentacles can very much be those legs holding up that house, but with the Page of Pentacles, this is like an openness to bend, an openness to learn. This is you learning here when to offer your support and when not to. And to figure out what it is that you want from your life. We have Eagle Spirit and the Emperor and the Tower. Yeah, and not let anybody else dictate or control the events of your life and what comes up for you. You have an eagle eye perspective. I feel like you should connect with Eagle Spirit too. That could really help you at this time. Maybe just even watch videos of eagles. I watched a live cam of like an eagle nest for a long time. That was really cute. Eagles are very dedicated to one another. And oh, that's the message. The male and female eagle, they spend equal time tending to the nest and the eggs. Okay, they take turns. And that's that equal give and take. And that's how they're able to grow and create and cultivate life. And they're young. So this is again about equal give and take. And not allowing somebody else to, you know, boss you around. Or make you feel bad for not always being there. All right, Pisces, rebirth at the bottom. Beautiful. I'm going to go into the extended reading. In the extended, like I said, we go a layer deeper into the message. The link for that is in the description box below. But if you don't like extendeds, you can't go there, you're like, WTF, don't worry about it. Just trust that you received everything that you needed to know right here, right now. You are so protected and you are so loved. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.